Hi, welcome to this Corbettmaths video. In this video, I'm going to look at the video solutions to the subtraction practice questions. If you need any extra help on subtraction, if you go to corbettmaths.com and go down to video 304, there's a video tutorial there on subtraction. Alternatively, you could scan this QR code and it'll bring you straight to the video. Okay, let's get started. So question number one. Question number one says to calculate 327 take away 145. So 327 subtract 145. And we've lined them up in columns with the ones or the units. I'm going to call them ones in this video, but units or ones, whatever you want to call them. So ones, tens and hundreds all lined up, and then we've got the line beneath them. So 7 take away 5 is equal to 2. 2 take away 4, well we can't do, so let's borrow, and then bring our 1 here to make 12. 12 take away 4 is equal to 8, and 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. So the answer would be 182. Okay, our next question, question number 2. So question number 2 says work out 481 subtract 346. And again, I've lined them up in columns with the ones, the tens and the hundreds lined up. So 1 take away 6 we can't do, so let's borrow. So that's now a 7 and that's an 11. 11 take away 6 is equal to 5. 7 take away 4 is equal to 3. And 4 take away 3 is equal to 1. So the answer would be 135. Okay, question number 3. Question number 3 says find the difference between 903 and 245. So we've got 903 and 245 lining up our numbers, putting our line beneath it and the subtraction sign. So 3 take away 5 we can't do, so we're going to need to borrow, but unfortunately it's a 0 in the 10, so let's move across to the hundreds. So let's cross off the 9 and call it an 8 and make that a 10. Now we can borrow from the 10 and call that a 9 and make that 13. So 13 take away 5 is equal to 8, 9 take away 4 is equal to 5, and 8 take away 2 is equal to 6. So the answer would be 658. Okay, let's have a look at question number 4. So question number 4 says work out 9,348 subtract 1,542. So writing them out, 9,348 subtract 1,542. So 8 take away 2, that's equal to 6. 4 take away 4, that's equal to 0. 3 take away 5 we can't do, so let's borrow, so let's call that an 8 and that a 13. 13 take away 5 is equal to 8, and 8 take away 1 is equal to 7. So the answer would be 7,806. Okay, question number 5. Question number 5 says we've got this grid and we've got these numbers 64, 41, 34, 19, 78, 25, 18, 24, 70 and 56. And from the numbers in the grid, write down two numbers with a difference of 60. So we're looking for two numbers that whenever we take them away, we get it's equal to 60. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pick a number and I'm going to add 60 and then hopefully I'll get the bigger number. So let's start off by looking at our numbers. Let's choose the smallest number, that's 18. If we add 60, that's equal to 78. Well, there's 78, so there's our numbers, 78 and 18. Because 78 take away 18 is equal to 60. They've got a difference of 60. Okay, part B. Part B says find two numbers with a difference of 53. Part B says find two numbers with a difference of 53. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at our table and I'm going to actually choose one of the bigger numbers. I'm going to take away 53 and hopefully get one of the other numbers in the table. So let's choose our biggest number, 78. So 78, and let's take away 53 and see what we get. 8 take away 3, that's equal to 5. And 7 take away 5, that's equal to 2. So 78 take away 53 is 25. Oh, that's in the table. So actually 78 and 25 have a difference of 53. So that means that our answer would be 78 and 25. And that's it. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Okay, let's have a look at question number 6. So question number 6 says a chocolate bar costs 78 pence and Rosie buys 2 of those chocolate bars. And we're asked how much change should she receive from £5? So let's first of all find the cost of 2 chocolate bars. So we've got 78p plus 78p, and that will tell us the cost of 2 chocolate bars. So 8 plus 8 equals 16, put our 6 down, carry our 1, and 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. So the 2 chocolate bars cost 156 pence, or £1.56. Now we want to find out how much change she receives from £5. So let's write our £5 as 500 pennies, and we're going to take away 156p, or £1.56, and let's see what we get. So 0 to take away 6 we can't do, so we need to borrow, but unfortunately there's nothing to borrow from, so let's cross off the 5 and call it a 4 and call that a 10. Cross off the 10, call that a 9, and now call that a 10. 10 take away 6 is 4, 9 take away 5 is equal to 4, and 4 take away 1 is equal to 3. So the answer would be 344 pence, or £3.44. So if she buys 2 chocolate bars that cost 76 pence, they cost £1.56, and whenever you take that away from £5, you get £3.44 change. Okay, question number 7. So question number 7 says, below is part of a customer's electricity bill, and it says previous reading 29381 or 29,381, and the present reading is 30122 or 30,122. And we're asked how many units of electricity were used. Now, if you go into your cupboard or garage or wherever your electricity meter is, you can sometimes watch the numbers go up. If it's a spinny wheel thing, you actually watch it spin round and the numbers go up. Or if it's a digital one, if you go in and then go in a few hours later, you'll notice the reading goes up. So over time, as you use electricity, your meter reading goes up. So if we take our 30,122 and take away 29,381, just lining up the numbers as ones, tens, hundreds, thousands and 10,000s. And if we take them away, we can see how many units of electricity we used. So 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. 2 take away 8 we can't do, so let's borrow, so let's call that a 0 and that a 12. 12 take away 8 is equal to 4. 0 take away 3 we can't do, so we need to borrow. There's nothing to borrow from, so we need to cross off the 3 and call that a 2. That's now 10. Cross that off, that's a 9, and now that's a 10. 10 take away 3 is equal to 7. 9 take away 9 is equal to 0, and 2 take away 2 is equal to 0. So the answer would be 741. So the answer is 741 units. Okay, our next question. So question 8. Question 8 says, Aidan has 95 marbles. So we've got Aidan and he's got 95 marbles. Riley has got 17 marbles less than Aidan. So if we take 17 off this number, that will tell us how many marbles Riley has. So we're going to need to do 95 take away 17. So 5 take away 7 we can't do, so let's borrow. So that's 9. So 15 take away 7, that's 8. And 8 take away 1 is equal to 7. So that means that Riley has 78 marbles. And Beth has got 9 marbles less than Riley. So Beth has got 9 marbles less than Riley. So Riley's got 78. So if we do 78 take away 9, we can then see how many marbles Beth has. So 8 take away 9 we can't do, so let's borrow. So that's 6 and that's a 1. 18 take away 9 is equal to 9, and 6 take away 0 is equal to 6. So she has 69 marbles. So that means that Aidan has 95 marbles, Riley has 78 marbles, and Beth has 69 marbles. And the question says, how many marbles do they have in total? So if we do 95 plus 78 plus 69, that would tell us how many marbles they have in total. So whenever we add these, we get 5 plus 8 is equal to 13, plus 9 is equal to 22. So let's put our 2 down, carry our 2. 9 plus 7 is equal to 16, plus 6 is equal to 22, plus 2 is equal to 24. So the answer would be 242 marbles. Okay, question number 9. Question number 9 says to work out 800 take away 382. So 800 take away 382. And when we do that, we get, so 0 take away 2 we can't do, so we need to borrow. Well, there's nothing to borrow from, so let's cross off the 8, call that a 7, and now that a 10. Now we can borrow from the 10, that would leave us with 9 and 10. So 10 take away 2 is equal to 8. 9 take away 8 is equal to 1, and 7 take away 3 is equal to 4. So the answer would be 418. Okay, let's have a look at question number 10. In question number 10, we've been asked to find this missing digit. So we've got 731 take away something equals 253. So 1 take away 8, well, 1 take away 8 we can't do. So if we were doing this subtraction starting with the 1s and we're doing 1 take away 8, well, we couldn't do that. So we'd have needed to borrow and call that a 2. And we would have done 11 take away 8 and we would have got 3. So that's correct. So because 11 take away 8 is 3. Now, let's move to the tens column. We've got 2 take away something is equal to 5. Now 2 take away something can't be equal to 5, so this digit must be bigger than 2. So we must have borrowed, so let's call that a 6, not a 12. 12 take away something is equal to 5. Well, that would have to be 7, because 12 take away 7 is equal to 5. And 6 take away 4 is equal to 2. So the answer would be 478. And if we checked it, we would get an answer of 253. So the missing digit was a 7. Okay, question number 11. So question number 11 says, the students in a school vote for the colour of a new school tie, and the table shows the number of votes of each colour. So we've got light yellow, 109 votes, light blue, 352 votes, dark yellow, 75 votes, and dark blue, 211 votes. And the question says, how many more students voted for a blue tie, so a blue tie, that's either that one or that one, than a yellow tie? So we want to find out, as you can see, more people voted for blue ties altogether. There was 352 and 211, and that's more than the people that voted for the yellow ties, which was 109 and 75. But we were asked to find out how many more students voted for blue ties than yellow ties. So it doesn't really matter if it's a light blue or dark, but just a blue tie than a yellow tie. So let's work out how many people voted for blue ties altogether. So that'll be 352 plus 211 and see what we get. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6, and 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. So that means that altogether for blue ties, 563 people voted for a blue tie. Now let's look at the yellow ties. That's 109 plus 75. So 109 people plus 75 people voted for yellow ties. So 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. Put our 4 down, carry our 1. 0 plus 7 is 7, plus 1 is 8. And then 1 plus 0 is 1. So that means that 184 people voted for a yellow tie. Now we've been asked to find out how many more students voted for a blue tie than a yellow tie. So we're going to do 563 take away 184, and that would tell us how many more students voted for blue ties and yellow ties. So 3 take away 4 we can't do, so let's borrow. So let's call that a 5 and that a 13. 13 take away 4 is equal to 9. 5 take away 8 we can't do, so let's cross that off. That's a 4 and a 15. 15 take away 8 is equal to 7, and 4 take away 1 is equal to 3. So how many more students voted for blue ties than yellow ties? 379. So 379. So let's have a look at question number 12. So question number 12 asks us to find these missing numbers. So we've got 403 plus blank is equal to 511. So we know whenever we add these two numbers together, we get 511. So if we take our 511 and take away our 403, that would tell us what this number has to be. So what we would have to add to 403 to get to 511. So 1 take away 3 we can't do, so let's borrow. So that's a 0 and 11. 11 take away 3 is equal to 8. 0 take away 0 is equal to 0, and 5 take away 4 is equal to 1. So that'll be 108. So that means that the missing number was 108, because if we add 403 and 108, we get 511. Okay, let's look at our next question. 391 take away something is equal to 125. So if we had 391 and we took away a certain number, we're going to be left with 125. So if we take the 125 away from the 391, we can see what we would have taken away. So 391 take away 125, and that will tell us what we've taken away. So 1 take away 5 we can't do, so let's borrow. That's an 8 and an 11. 11 take away 5 is equal to 6. 8 take away 2 is equal to 6, and 3 take away 1 is equal to 2. So it'd be 266. If we have 391 and we took away 266, we'd be left with 125. So question number 13 says, find the missing numbers below. So we've got our subtractions and we've got our missing numbers. So we've got 4 take away something is equal to 9. Now as 9 is bigger than 4, we must have borrowed here. So that would be a 1 and that would be 14. 14 take away something is equal to 9. Well, that would be 5. Now we've got 1 take away 5 is equal to blank. Well, we'd have to borrow here from this number, and then so whatever this number was, we must have crossed it off, taken away 1, and then added another 10 here to give us 11. 11 take away 5 is equal to 6. And then finally, we've got this number. Now we have borrowed 1 from it, so we've got a certain number here. We've taken away 1, and that's equal to 6. Now so that means that the number we would left with would have been 7, because 7 take away 1 is equal to 6. But we have borrowed from that one, so that means there must have been an 8 in there. So the answer would be 824 take away 155 is equal to 669. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Question B. Okay, question B, so we've got these blanks to fill out. So let's start off with the ones. So we've got blank take away 1 is equal to 1. Well, that's going to be 2. That's quite straightforward. Then we've got 0 take away 8 is equal to blank. Well, that means we must have borrowed from this number. And then whatever it is will be written here. And then that's now 10. So 10 take away 8 is equal to 2. And then finally, we've got this number, take away 3 is equal to 5. So that means that this number must have been 8 in here, and we borrowed from it, so that must mean that there would have been a 9 in there. So the answer is 902. So 902 take away 381 is equal to 521. And actually, just in these questions, just to sort of make sure your answer is really clear, what I would recommend you do is actually write the 8 in the box here, so that it's clear that it's an 8. And also here, I would recommend that you would write your 9 here, so it's clear that it's a 9 as your answer. And that's it. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Now the next question says, question 14 says, work out the difference between 8,741 and 14,390. So let's take our biggest number, our 13,390, and take away 8,741. And let's see what we get. So 0 take away 1, well, we're going to need to borrow, so that's an 8 and a 10. 10 take away 1 is equal to 9. 8 take away 4 is equal to 4. 3 take away 7, well, we're going to need to borrow, so that's now a 3 and a 13. 13 take away 7 is equal to 6. 3 take away 8, well, we're going to need to borrow, so it's now 13 take away 8 is equal to 5. So the answer would be 5,649. Okay, question number 15. So question 15, we've been given this table and we've got format, letters and large letters, and we've got weights 0 to 100 grams, 0 to 100, 101 to 250, 251 to 500. We've got first class and second class, and it says the table shows the prices of posting letters, so letters and large letters up to 500 grams. And Matt is going to post a letter weighing 80 grams. So a letter weighing 80 grams, that's in here. And he's going to post a large letter weighing 300 grams. So that would be here, 300 grams. And he's going to post them both as second class. How much money has Matt saved by posting them second class rather than first class? So he's going to post them second class rather than first class. And we've been asked to work out how much money he saves. So what we need to do is work out the total price for posting them using second class, work out the total price for posting them first class, and take them away. So we're going to do his letter, which is 80 grams, so that's going to be 64p. So we've got 64p. And then his large letter, which weighs 300 grams, will cost him £1.80, so 180. And we're going to add them together to see how much that would cost him. So 0 plus 4 is equal to 4. 8 plus 6 is equal to 14, so put our 4 down, carry our 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So to post those items, it would have cost him £2.44. Now, if he had used first class, so let's go over this side, so that's second class over here, second class. And I'm just writing around the table so you can see it on the video. If I was doing this question, I would write this below. So we've then got first class. So first class, how much would it have cost him if he had sent them first class? So for first class, the letter would have cost him 92p, and the large letter would have cost him £2.49. And let's add those and see what we get. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11, so put our 1 down, carry our 1. 4 plus 9 is equal to 13, plus 1 is 14, so put our 4 down, carry our 1. And 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So if he posted them using first class, it would have cost £3.41. Now the question says, how much money did he save by posting them second class rather than first class? So if we take these away, we can see how much money he saved. So we've got our £3.41 and our £2.44. You could have written 341 and 244 and just put the point in at the end if you wanted to, or it might be in pence, I don't know. Let's have a look and see what we get. Now I've just lined them up with the decimal points. I'm going to put my decimal point beneath the others. So 1 take away 4 we can't do, so let's borrow. So that's a 3 and that's an 11. 11 take away 4 is equal to 7. 3 take away 4 we can't do, so we need to borrow again, so let's call that a 2 and that a 13. 13 take away 4 is equal to 9, and 2 take away 2 is equal to 0. So he has saved 97p, or 97p, either one of those answers. So that's it. So how much money has Matt saved by posting them using second class rather than first class? 97p, or £0.97. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Question number 16. Aisha is saving money for an oven, and the oven costs £479. In January she saved £164.50, and in February she saved £95.75p. How much more money does Aisha need to save for the oven? So let's add together how much she saved so far to see how much she saved in total. So let's do our £164.50 and our £95.75, and let's add those together to see how much money she saved. So 0 plus 5 is 5. I'll just put my decimal point beneath the others. 5 plus 7 is equal to 12, so put our 2 down and carry our 1. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, plus 1 is 10, so put our 0 down and carry our 1. 6 plus 9 is equal to 15, plus 1 is 16, so put our 6 down and carry our 1. And 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So Aisha so far has saved £260.25p. Now she needs to save £479. So we're going to need to do £479 and 0 pence and take away £260 and 25 pence and see what we get. So I've lined up the digits. I'm going to put a decimal point beneath the others and we're going to subtract. 0 take away 5, well we can't do, so we're going to need to borrow from the 9, call that an 8 and call that a 10, and then we're going to need to borrow again, and then we'll do 10 take away 5, that's 5, 9 take away 2, that's 7, 8 take away 0, that's 8, 7 take away 6, that's equal to 1, and 4 take away 2 is equal to 2. So the answer would be £218 and 75 pence. So that's how much more money Aisha needs to save for her oven. Okay, let's have a look at our next question. Question number 17. Okay, question number 17 says, write the number that is 10,000 less than 2 million. Now you could do this question by just taking 2 million and taking off 10,000, so that would leave you with 1,990,000, and that would be one way you can do it. Alternatively, we can do it by writing it down. So we've got So 2,000,000. So remember, a million has 6 zeros, so 2 million would have 6 zeros as well. So we've got 2 million. Let's just check our columns. So we've got our units, or our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our tens of thousands, our hundreds of thousands, and our millions. So we've got our millions, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, thousands, hundreds, tens, and units, or ones. So I'm going to call them ones. And we're going to take away 10,000. So 10,000, we're going to have a 1 in that column and zeros. So that's what we're doing. We're doing 2 million take away 10,000. So 0 take away 0 is 0, 0 take away 0, 0, 0 take away 0, 0, 0 take away 0, 0. Now, we've got 0 take away 1, so we're going to need to borrow from the 2, call that a 1, and that a 10. Cross off the 10, that's a 9, and that's a 10. 10 take away 1 is equal to 9, 9 take away 0 is 9, and 1 take away 0 is 1. So answer would be 1,990,000, and that's it. So 1,990,000. So let's have a look at question number 18. So we've got this table. It says the table shows the number of people living in 4 capital cities. So we've got 4 capital cities. Athens, the capital of Greece, with a population of 637,798. This is at the time of writing the table, according to Wikipedia. We've got Dublin. We've got the population of Dublin is equal to, capital of Ireland, is 554,554. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, 509,614. And the capital of Vienna, the capital of Austria, 1,962,779. And the question says, how many more people live in Vienna than the other 3 cities combined? So we're going to need to add these 3 populations together to find out how many people live in Athens, Dublin, and Lisbon all together. And then we're going to take that away from the population of Vienna to see how many more people live in Vienna than the other 3 cities combined at the time of this table being made. So 637,798, 554,554, 509,614, and we're going to add those together and see what we get. So 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 4 is 16, so put our 6 down, carry our 1. 9 plus 5 is 14, 15 and 16, so put our 6 down, carry our 1. 7 plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19, so put our 9 down and carry our 1. 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 9 is 20, plus 1 is 21, so put our 1 down, carry our 2. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, plus 2 is equal to 10, so put our 0 down, carry our 1. And 6 plus 5 is equal to 11, plus 5 is equal to 16, plus 1 is equal to 17. So we've got 1,701,966 live in the other 3 capital cities. So we need to see how many more people live in Vienna. So we've got our 1,962,779, and we're going to take away 1,701,966. Some big numbers here, and we're going to take them away. 9 take away 6 is 3. 7 take away 6 is 1. 7 take away 9 we can't do, so we need to borrow. So that's 17 take away 9, which is 8. 1 take away 1 is 0. 6 take away 0 is 6. 9 take away 7 is 2. And 1 take away 1 is 0. So the answer is 260,813. And that's it. Okay, so these have been the video solutions to the subtraction practice questions. I really hope you found this video useful. If you have found it useful, could you please like it and subscribe to the YouTube channel? Also, if you do need any extra help in subtraction, you've got video 304 on Corbettmaths, or you can scan this QR code. Thanks very much. I really hope you found it useful. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.